All right. So, welcome back to this playthrough of Bayonetta. I guess we'll watch the attract mode again. It's always fun to watch. Good style. Love these moves. Uh, let's see. Do I have anything fun to add? Unlike last time, I don't have like any notes for things I wanted to talk about this time around, so I guess we'll just get to it. There sure are some cool weapons and attacks, though. Maybe we'll see some more of those in the actual game. So yeah, let's see. Load for real. Oh wait, the burning ground. No, well, we'll see. Alright, so, there was one costume I didn't show last time, I think. Yeah. Remember, I ran that poll to see who everyone's favorite character was, and Peach, sad to say, got last, so I didn't get a chance to show her off last time. Show off her costume. So, we'll do that now. For this next chapter. Why not? And I don't really have the money to buy anything. Okay, so just move right along to the burning ground. So these angels have this weird, different spoken language.
If I was your child, I'd be an awfully ugly witch, wouldn't I? Yours is a face only a mother could love, and one I could never forget. If only I could remember where from. No quarrel? You're in no position to decide that. See, my infernal partners love my ability to eliminate your kind. I figure your sacrifice would shut them up for a while.
Ah, yes. You know what? Now that you've mentioned it, that actually is kind of something I wanted to talk about. So for anyone new to what I'm doing here, this is mostly me examining the games that Hideki Kamiya has directed. So I've been playing through most of them. I'm distracting myself by talking. So that means I've made it up to Bayonetta. And part of what I wanted to do is, also like kind of talk about the context in which the game was released, things like that. Last time I talked about, the formation of Platinum Games as a studio, and how, Sega got involved to help with publishing and all the things of that nature. I'm really having a hard time with these guys. You see, I can't attack them directly. I have to do it in Witch Time. Anyway, if we're going to be talking about the context of this game, it's pretty unavoidable. That is to say, you can't really avoid talking about all the sex appeal going on. So, needless to say, not everyone was entirely comfortable with, you know, the aesthetic of the game, if you will. There were many opinions shared. So, it's probably silly to kind of, you know, rehash that like 10 years later or whatever it was, whatever it is. But as Angry Nerd Bird, excuse me, said in the chat, the thing is, for me, is that, yeah, it is shameless. But I say that in a good way. Like, there's never any excuse made for, you know, all the sexiness going on, just at all. There's no cheap excuse like, oh, she dresses that way to get her enemies off guard. Excuse me, you know, like Halo or something. It's literally just because Hideki Kamiya was horny, and that's basically all there is to it. That's all it really needs, I think. Yeah, there's that too. The character designer, Mari Shimazaki, she said basically as much. She's like, I want to be hot and sexy and cool and awesome like Bayonetta, and there we are. Alright, so let's give this a try. So I've got 2 minutes... Oh. Oh, okay. This is something I appreciate. I can talk about these secret missions. So, it's just kind of a recurring favorite in Kamiya's games to have these, you know, secret missions. And what I appreciate about what's going on here is... I'm having some real depth perception issues. A recurring one in particular is this bouncing on enemies thing. You know, just stay in the air for a given amount of time. Shit, see, I got really close here. What I really appreciate about this edition of it is that if you fail, you don't have to, like, leave the mission and then re-enter it or go through a retry screen. Shit. So I get 2 minutes total to try to pull this off for 20 seconds. You know what? That's pretty nice. I can just retry as soon as I touch the ground again. Which I'm doing a lot, because camera angles and, again, depth perception. But one thing I forgot here is that when you jump off of an enemy like this, it actually counts as an attack. Almost got it. And, okay, cool. Alright. I had to look away from the chat for a second, so let's see here. Yeah, being refreshingly honest about it. Yeah, well, yeah, that's exactly what it is. I think the honesty about what they were going for is what keeps it from being super gross. And it is refreshing. That's something I just really appreciate, you know, as a member of the audience. Because, again, there's no excuses being made for it. It is because they thought it would be great. So yeah, that's about where I fall on that whole discussion. Now, where the hell am I trying to go? I guess I'm trying to go down that way. Oh. Ah, yes, Quiet and Metal Gear Solid 5. So I've never actually played MGS 5. I am watching... oh, shit. That's a bad time to get caught. Very bad time to get caught. Hey, guess what counts as an actual death? You don't bounce off of it or anything. Anyway. So I haven't played MGS 5. I probably never will. I've only been watching a Let's Play of it on YouTube by LP Superstar Chip Cheesem. And let me tell you, that is a good Let's Play, but no points for combo. So they actually expect you to attack those big enemies while you're trying to escape from the lava that will kill you instantly. Anyway, the things that happen with Quiet really are just... well, they're gross, unlike what's happening here. Like the way that she'll just do the sexy poses while you're sitting in the helicopter? Like, come on. Just chill out with that. Oh yes, the whole regretting the words and deeds. Alright, let's try to finish this off quickly. Ah, you could full bonus out. Oh, oh, rude. Alright. Again, I was looking away from chat because I had to concentrate on the big baddie there. So let's see. Where the hell did that thing even spawn? Did I just pick it up as a... no, there it is. Alright. Anyway, the point is there are definitely different ways to put hot ladies in your games. And my hot take is that Kamiya found a good way, and Kojima probably has not figured that out yet. That about sums up my opinion. Although I will say I was kind of expecting to save that for later, for when I was showing off Bayonetta's like actual default costume, because I haven't played with that yet on stream. Yes, exactly. I agree with that sentiment, Angry Nerd Bird. And yes, I agree with Chachi there. I guess another way of putting it, I saw someone on Twitter say this a while ago, and it's something I try to stand by. And basically, it's that there's a difference between being horny and being thirsty. And being horny is fine, being thirsty is not. So, that is another way to to describe where I stand on the thing, on this whole general subject matter. Anyway, can we have a moment of appreciation for the giant Bowser hands and feet that take the place of Bayonetta's Wicked Weaves? Like, again, they're really good. Oh, let's see. I think I got a double jump across this. Yeah. Avoid the fire there. Don't actually walk into the lava. Thank you. Yeah, the visor on Samus's costume is really good. I'll probably play with that costume again at some point, just because, well, A, it's on brand for me, and B, the visor really is fun to play with. Oh, that was close. I almost failed the QuickTime event again and died again. Yeah. You know what? That's fair too. Everyone's got their own taste, and that's fine. This is a judgment-free zone. But yes, I agree. Metal Gear Rising 2 would be incredible. Get on it, Konami. Give the people what they want. I demand more robotic canine companion, or whatever the hell the thing said. Alright. Dog-shaped robot buddy. Yes, thank you, Chalky. If you don't know what that is, that's I'm pretty sure that was from a poll that Konami put out about Metal Gear Rising, about, you know, what things did people like and didn't like, and that was one of the responses you could give, was that you liked the dog-shaped robot buddy. Alright, roll through the roar like it's Monster Hunter to avoid the stun animation. Take a fireball to the face, because why not? Thank you. Oh. Oh, jeez. Oh, come on. Finally. Let's see. Oh, redo chapter 3 and get the whip. Well, I guess that means that the whip is the weapon that I get from the Angelic Hymn LP I found earlier. So that's good to know. Anyway, here's some more cool bullshit. Which I say with all the love in my heart. Fire a hail of bullets to split the lava. I love it. Enzo is great. You know what? Enzo is great because he's a piece of shit. That's how I feel about Enzo. Yeah. He is very good at being who he is. It's a shame you don't usually see much of him outside of, like, the beginning and maybe the end. Actually kind of forgot. But, oh my god, Enzo in, like, the opening cutscenes of Bayonetta 2 is fantastic. Precisely because he is so awful. I do plan to play Bayonetta 2 on stream, eventually. But him just him just yelling at some poor toy store clerk about getting a toy jet for his kids. Ed and Edna, the cute little fuckers, as he calls them. It's great stuff. Alright, let's hop in here.
No matter how much you ask, I'm not putting a chainsaw on your arm.
Oh hey, there's a reference to one of the other Platinum games. That was, how did I already forget? Mad World. Also Evil Dead, but I believe it's more Mad World. Mad World was a game that Platinum Games developed for the Wii. It was one of their first 3 games. And, you know, the main character was this guy, Jack, who had a chainsaw just, like, on his arm, like Wolverine style. It could shoot out and he'd rev it up and just chop dudes in half. So I'm pretty sure that's a reference to that. I still can't afford any of this. Items, maybe. Also, Tia, hello. You haven't missed much. There was the conversation with the big angel who is, spoilers, going to be a boss. It was like, did you summon me here? And Bayonetta's like, no. And the angel's like, oh, well, in that case, I don't have any beef with you, so I'm a head out. Bayonetta's like, the fuck you are. And kicked a rock at him. So that's basically all you missed. And now the city's on fire and everything. Which move do I want to get? Well, happy to satisfy. Yes. Let's give this a try. Just a shoulder check. And you know what? I like having variety, so I think I'm gonna buy it. Okay, done. Let's see, Mad World also had a really good sequel too. That was Anarchy Reigns, wasn't it? I never got to play it. But I always thought Anarchy Reigns... Well, I'm sure I'll get this wrong, but I had the impression that Anarchy Reigns was more like a kind of a brawler or beat 'em up kind of game with all kinds of characters from Platinum's repertoire. Or maybe I'm just entirely wrong. Because again, I never got to play it. I kind of wanted to just because the main character of Mad World was in it. I didn't really recognize any of the other characters. Alright, so the bridge is out. Angels are here. Try out this move on them. Alright, I feel like the other half of that Angelic Hidden LP is really close, but I don't think I've passed by it yet. You have to find it. I remember that much. Anywho. Hey, suddenly we're in Paradiso. Oh, is that what it was? Characters from Mad World have got more depth. Okay. Oh, including characters who died in Mad World. Great. Oh, hey, remember how I said the other half of that LP was somewhere nearby? Alright, the characters who died in Mad World. But isn't that nearly all of them? Except for Jack and maybe his... well, Jack and his support? Oops. Alright, I see another Alfheim, so I'm going to give that a try. Because it's right there. Might get something nice out of it. Then again, I might not. We'll see. But all I remember about the characters from Mad World is that, ooh, no witch time. Is that, well, I would call them colorful bosses, but the game's in black and white, so there's no color involved at all. See, Big Bull. Big Bull was the guy that had the double chainsaw, wasn't he? Oh, the rocket hammer. Okay. Well, it couldn't be Jack with the double chainsaw. You know what? I was thinking of... I think it's an enemy that appears... Oh, rude. An enemy that appears, like, after you've earned enough points. Because that's, like, a whole thing if you haven't played Mad World. Oh, shit. Ah, damn it. Alright. You know what, Tia? That basically is a blunderbuss. It's an angelic blunderbuss. Yeah, I have to say I'm not a fan of the stick jiggle to break from stun. And it's funny that it's in there and so bad because I remember from watching Kamiya's own commentary for the game that even though there are sections where the game asks you to rotate the stick, you really only have to go left and right, back and forth. You don't have to go all the way around to make it work. Alright. Hey! Rude. No touching the pole dancers. Alright. What? Come on. Alright. Eat shit, nerd. You know what? A silver medal is better than nothing at all. It's the broken moon pearl. Okay. Cool. 2 extra pips now. Towards a torture attack. Already forgot about my shoulder check move. I think that's all the secrets I'm gonna find around here. Unless there's like an item, like a consumable hiding nearby. Let's see, I just gotta figure out how to get back. Thanks, Bowser. Okay. A strange object, huh? Looks vaguely like an hourglass. No, it looks clearly like an hourglass. That's a thing. Another heart piece. Use. Does using it let me do anything? I mean, it gave me the option to use it here, so I assume it would do something. Oh, I see. So it's, you use it to see what it can actually do. That's fair. Which means using it there was entirely optional. Let's just, crank it on back. The catch is that you can't double jump while carrying this thing. Because reasons. Alright. So, let's see. I'm going to use this to restore the bridge. But before I go forward, I'm actually going to backtrack a little to the gates of hell. So I want to turn in the LP and get the weapon. Oh, little camera shenanigans there, don't worry about it. I will say right now, though, I am missing... I'm feeling the absence of, like, a high-speed maneuver. A certain one that I will unlock later. Let's see, what's that one look like?
Another LP? Working me to the bone. But no need to pity me. I was bored anyways. Let me go whip some things into shape for you.
Have fun, Rodon.
It was a close one this time. This bad boy might even be hard for you to get a handle on. Take care of yourself.
So there's the whip that Angry Nerdbird mentioned earlier. Let's see, that is... I guess you can only get the one. Alright. I wonder if this is here. Yes, the Umbran Elegance. So you get these little extra costumes. They just add accessories to Bayonetta's costume when you have a weapon equipped. So it's probably really hard to tell, but there is a bit of a preview of it. The icon there. Can't afford it, so we're not going to see it just yet. But I promise to buy it as soon as I can. so let's change things up a bit. Okay, yeah, so the whip can only be used, can only be equipped on your hands. There is a whip weapon in the second one that you can equip to your feet, so it's probably what I was expecting to happen here. Alright. There you go. There's the whip. With a special appearance from Bowser. And I think the whip also... well, maybe not. I guess I'll have to get into combat with it. Bayonetta's girlfriend. We ran into her in the last chapter. It might be a little while before she shows up again. Wow, these chumps are really going into me here. So the other fun thing about the whip is that if you hold the attack button, instead of extending it with, you know, bullets or whatever, because there are no bullets to be had, you just grab them, grapple them, you can spin them around, and then toss them. It's good. Oh, Jesus. Stop that. Satanister, am I saying it right? Because that sounds, like a thing. Let's see. Leg scythe and leg flail? That just sounds excessive. Shit. Oops. I let myself get distracted again. Alright. Trying again. Again, this is why I'm not going for like perfect rankings. I'll probably get another stone medal trophy, whatever, at the end of this level. And you know what? That's fine. Because I'm not here to prove anything to anyone. I'm here to play the game and, you know, explore it. I'm not here to show off what an incredible god gamer I am. Rude. Double rude. Well, before I... Come on, punch. Okay, good enough. Is that an extra... Yes, that is an extra bit of health. Good. I'm glad. Oh hey, how convenient. Now being allowed to witch walk, which I almost just called moonwalking, which is a very decidedly different maneuver. And, you know, just tank some boulders to the face. It's a video game. It's fine. Oh. Okay. So, that's probably not a good place to go back to. Suddenly it's daytime? Even though the moon was out? Don't worry about it. Yeah, city's on fire. Rock and roll may or may not be involved. I mean, there were those falling boulders, so really, who can say? Oh, hold on. Bird was there. Bird snuck up on me somehow by just sitting there. Nailed it. Well, that's probably the end of this chapter. How about that? Hooray! I still managed to get a bronze. Which means if I hadn't died those 2 times, I would have gotten a gold. But I'm not bitter. Alright, let's get some points. You know what, while I'm playing Angel Attack, I do want to share one little tidbit I recall, and that's that Bayonetta was almost, like the game rather, was almost called something like Angel Killer? Angel Slayer, perhaps? Like, that was the next best idea they had for the title of this game. And I am glad that they picked Bayonetta, because that is a much more distinctive name. Get out of here. Yes, Bayonetta is a much more distinctive name than, I think, Angel Killer would be. I'll just take the halos. Almost called them rings. This isn't Sonic. Alright, the cardinal virtue of fortitude. Alright. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to the default costume. And I said I would get the Umbran Elegance accessory. And I will.
You bring me enough of these halos, and maybe I can buy a ticket to space. Always wanted to be a bald space marine. What can I do for you anyways?
See, that one's funny because A, it's a jab at a lot of character design, especially contemporaneous character designs. Whole lot of bald space marines in the late 2000s, early 2010s, I suppose. Alright, so we'll buy this. Now I've got no money left for anything else right now. I could replay levels for money, but maybe I'll do that off stream. Maybe. Hey, it's that guy from earlier.
You again? And here I thought I'd seen the last of you.
See, what I like about these angels is that they still speak really politely. Even though they are dastardly villains who must be obliterated.
I'm sure you'll be more than hospitable to me this time around.
Actually, you know, speaking of grinding, this would be a really good level to do it. But only if I had the proper equipment, which I don't. So, That's just a little bit of a tidbit for you.
I'm sorry. I forgot to mention one of the reasons I hunt your kind. You're much too ugly not to put out of your misery. Knock off, Featherface.
Oh, she said the line. Remember that line? Alright, oh, you know what? I gotta put the thing on. Where the hell is it? Here it is. Alright, so we're gonna set it. So now that's just on all the time. As long as I'm wielding the whip, Bayonetta has an extra accessory, which is going to be hard to see, but she's got... Oh, jeez. But she's got like a dominatrix mask now. Because of course she does. Alright, so I've knocked him to the ground. Kick his ass, I'm gonna grab him. I didn't do enough that time because I forgot what I was supposed to be doing. But, oh, I guess one thing I can point out that's happening right now is that, since this is a boss fight, Bayonetta has gone into a super mode, where the idea is that all of her attacks are now Wicked Weave attacks. So you can see the hand of her patron demon, I guess you would say. With every attack. Alright. Yes, Madama Butterfly. We haven't seen her in her full form yet. We haven't seen Madama Butterfly in full yet, so that's why I avoided saying that. It's also sucks for this guy. Yeah, I'm sure he'll be fine. He's got another one of those. So we also get the hourglass thing. When the floor becomes lava, you can just turn back the clock. True, Madama Butterfly does make her appearance in her entirety in the second game. That's really good. I can't wait to get to that. But that's also going to be in a while. Oh, good. I did avoid that. Now take that, Featherface. Alright, so let's try this again. Oh, cool. I sent back the other fireball. I missed with sending it back, but I got to do it, so it's the important thing. But I guess, since we're talking about patron demons, that's, I guess it's some lore that I can try to get into, if I can remember it well enough. So Enzo, I'm pretty sure he mentioned this in the exposition cutscene driving on the highway, before the first level started. Before Chapter 1 started properly, I should say. But Bayonetta's powers come from her making the pact with a demon. And, in exchange for the powers, she has to keep sacrificing angels. And, hey, look at that. We're fighting a big old angel right now. Alright, so that guy's now missing both of his dragon heads. Oops. You know what? I forgot that with this Umbran Elegance accessory, Bayonetta also gets the thigh-high boots and the elbow gloves, which unfortunately do not show up in these cutscenes, unlike the costumes. Another thing I can talk about that I always forget to actually try is the lollipops that she grabs in cutscenes. You can actually hold one of the face buttons and have it give you a benefit. But you have to, I think you have to hold it before the lollipop actually appears in the cutscene, which is why I always forget to do it. But you can restore your health, you can restore your magic meter. I think you can even boost your defense and your attack. Basically, there's the idea is that the Xbox controller or the 360 controller had the different colors for the face buttons: red, blue, green, yellow, and you could hold one of those buttons. Whichever button you held would dictate the effects that you get. So green for health, blue for magic, things like that. And then, oh jeez, I really can't believe I'm just taking it to the face. All right, here we go. I guess now we're also seeing the thing that specifically made certain people uncomfortable and others just whatever. And it's that whenever Bayonetta summons one of these big demons, or she does a Wicked Weave attack, she goes almost completely naked. Except for, a convenient swirl. But it's already gone away, so don't worry about it for now.
You're not nearly so ugly when you're screaming. Foretold? Explain yourself.
Oops, you let something slip. Oh, right. I left out the important detail of why she goes nearly completely naked when summoning a demon. And that's because her outfit isn't made of fabric. It is made of her hair, infused with magic. And she has to concentrate to use her magic to summon demons or something, whatever. It's an excuse, who cares? It is what it is, as they say. So that fight went well, though. Oh, there's the mask. Oh, you can see it. Alright, I actually don't really care about racking up as many points as I can. 38, it's fine. Anyway, since that boss fight went really well, I said earlier that that was a grinding point. Because there's a bit of a glitch that you can do with a certain weapon that I don't have. It's a rocket launcher that you can equip to your feet, yes. If you do a combo and then switch to a loadout where you have the rocket launchers on your feet, you will send out a lot of rockets really fast, like way faster than you're supposed to. So that, and doing it on a boss fight where every attack is a Wicked Weave attack means you're doing a lot of damage and building up your combo extremely high. So you can make a lot of money that way.
You here for business or pleasure?
And since you're doing it
I'll hook you up.
super fast, you go through the boss relatively quickly too. Anything fun for me to buy here? Still the same items that I haven't bought yet. Accessories. I mean, honestly, all the accessories that you can get, this one right here, the Moon of Mahakala, that's the one that gives you the parry, mentioned last time. It's the same parry that you get when you're using the Link costume. I mean, that's the only one I feel like is worth using. It's so expensive. Anyway. I'm gonna save just to be safe. Yeah, I get it.
Where the hell am I? I'd better have got frequent flyer miles for that flight.
Pick up this book of lore that I'm not going to read. Crescent and Sunrise Valleys, I believe, would be the place where the Umbran Witches and the Lumen Sages lived in, well, not quite harmony, because they did kind of have a big old war that kind of eliminated both orders eventually. They used to get along, so I'm pretty sure this is where they lived. That's all I need to know about that. There we go. Pure platinum. Again, one of the few times that I'll actually get one. Let's see here. There should be a battle here. New enemy types. Let's see if I remember the names. I want to say these are known as Grace and Glory. Haha, got it in one. Don't ask me which one is which. I do not know. As far as I'm aware, they never appear apart from each other, so you know what, just pick whichever one you like. Unfortunately, not enough to finish him off. Nope. Hey. Whoa, that was a big time combo. And the sucky part of that is if I had the whatchamacallit, the counter, the parry. Get it? Damn it. I was gonna say, if I had the ability to parry, I could have gotten out of that combo and taken significantly less damage. But, oops. Alright, you know what? I accept that. The fire one is Glory and Grace. And then the lightning one is the ampersand. There you have it. That was something that happens that's also bullshit, is sometimes, especially when you skip a cutscene, enemies can just hit you right out of it. So you better be ready to dodge immediately. Alright, now I'm going to finish this guy here. Real. Crank that wheel. And say goodnight. Alright, so now I've got lightning claws. Now the thing about these claws is I want them, like, for real. They are a weapon, a permanent weapon. Eventually. Yes, I agree. They are particularly pesty. Merely a piece of a record. So I think going by the size of that chunk, you need 3 pieces to complete the record. And I'm just going back here because my gamer sense tells me there is a hidden mission back there. Also, hey, something else that I don't think I've had an opportunity to point out before. Bayonetta's shadow is not actually her shadow. It's her patron demon, Madama Butterfly. I think that's neat. Alright, so there is an Alfheim here. I was correct in thinking there's a secret mission. So I'll just give this one a couple of tries, since I'm here. And if it's too hard, then I'll just move right along. Enemies can be defeated during which time? Which is to say, enemies can only be defeated during which time? So here we go. See, they're just immune to damage when you're not in witch time. So, what makes this mission suck is that you're waiting around a lot, and then sometimes the attacks just come out super quickly. And then if you're like me and you fuck up with your charge attack there, that can happen. Now, if I were smart, I would taunt them. Except I forgot which one is the taunt button. And then sometimes their windups are too long and I miss my timing. The real trick is to get a torture attack going. Oh, and also there are more of them. It's these guys again. So you know what? I think just the one try is all I really need. Yeah, that's alright. Yeah, just one try. I'm not gonna try to fight those things when I can only damage them in witch time. That's just rude. A subtle detail from Little Nightmares. I'm not familiar with Little Nightmares, but if you don't mind sharing the detail, go right ahead. Enlighten me, if you would, as to what Little Nightmares is, like what kind of game it is. Well, yeah, feel free to talk about it. Just because I don't know it doesn't mean that it can't be a valuable part of the conversation. Oh. That sudden drop was a bit scary, not lie. Horror puzzle game. Okay.
Huh. My lipstick.
How did that get there? Oh, hey.
I've often seen a girl without lipstick, but lipstick without a girl? Most curious, isn't it, Cheshire?
It's our
What's also most curious
friend Luca.
Is how a child like you is kept afloat in this town.
Making the markings from Okami.
Name is Luca. And don't you think it's a little strange to be worried about my well-being? Sure, the festival.
So it's a good thing I decided to play Okami for a little bit after all.
500 years, can you blame them? Besides, when you look as good as I do, security isn't a problem. A killer like you, on the other hand, I'm sure you found a way.
That little girl. I've seen her somewhere.
Oh, hey. Something else I wanted to talk about is the nature of these cutscenes. They do give the game
Don't go freaking out on me.
some nice
We both
style,
know you
I
came
think.
here for something.
But I'm pretty sure it was done for budgetary
The
reasons.
harder it's gonna be for you to get away from me and what you've done. You'll have to fess up to it all. I can't wait for you to get your hands on whatever it is you're after.
Let me guess, you want a cut? Well, if you're still alive by then, perhaps you can appeal to my generosity.
Still alive? You may be standing right in front of me, but you're definitely not living in reality. Which is a shame, because the truth is always going to be the truth. All I see when I look at you, the real you, is the truth. The truth is, you killed my father. I don't care who believes me. They can't reject the truth. The truth will set me free from your black stain on my life. The truth will allow me to expose you to the world. Then, I'll have won.
It's really silly to have Luca make this speech with all that lipstick on his face. Sorry.
Because I'm not a heartless witch.
But I think
like
that's also
you.
the point.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What are you gonna do? Kill me in plain sight? Go ahead. It would only prove everything I've said about you. Well, that and sadden the hearts of a number of young ladies.
And you know what? That is a really cool little detail.
Sylvia.
Angry Nerd Bird.
and-
Thank you for sharing.
Oh, you don't want to piss her off, let me tell you. Hell hath no fury.
Oh no! I was talking over the other reference in this cutscene. Also, watch your hands, Luca.
What the?
Right, so yeah, I completely missed it because I was talking about, well, I was reading the chat, and, yeah, Luca mentions, some certain ladies. He mentions, let's see, at this point it would have been Claire, Trish, Sylvia, and Amy, I think he said? I believe he should have said. And of course, those are all references to the other games that Kamiya directed. My favorite bit is how he says, "You especially don't want to piss off Amy, 'cause hell hath no fury." And I suppose that's a fair statement. Hell probably doesn't have a fury like, you know, the goddess of the sun. Get out of that. I don't think there was a reference to God Hand in there because Kamiya wasn't involved in that one. But yeah, Resident Evil 2, Devil May Cry, Beautiful Joe, and Okami. Definitely got a reference by Luca there. Alright, I've had enough of these clowns. Really? Where are my high-grade earplugs? My freaking hearing protection armor. Portable stove has made an appearance. Welcome. Now the punch kick punch combo. Yeah, I should remember to use that more. I mean, that's just a simple Wicked Weave no matter what you're using. Thank you for the word of warning. I really appreciate it. I hadn't considered that. Oh hey, that was rude. Oh. Oh, come on. Wow. Okay. Instead, I'm going to get ruined by just mysteriously falling off a cliff. Don't worry about it, I guess. Do I have any healing items? You know what? Shit. I have just enough to make a low healing item. Great. Oh, come on. Sometimes navigating menus is hard. Don't at me. I'll do a charge attack and take that. It turns out being good at this game is a lot easier when I concentrate on what's happening on the screen. Oh, okay, cool. Alright, just try that again, I guess. Thank you for those pro strats, Kira. Alright. It's fine. I got a silver, it's fine. Heavenly Manipulators, whatever the hell that means. Come here, bird. Alright, so the important thing is that I ain't dead yet. And we're just gonna turn the clock to night, I guess? It's probably what it meant when it said Heavenly Manipulator. Yeah, I'm gonna save the toot weapon for as long as I can. Let's see. There is a secret Chivo here. I think if you get all of the enemies, and it's pretty generous. Yeah, I'd say it's pretty generous. I think if you get all of the enemies, that counts as an achievement. But I didn't get anything. It didn't unlock anything. So I could be wrong. Hey. That was a hell of an attack. Whoa. Wow, that was just plain rude. Okay. I'm gonna retry. I'm gonna start at the beginning of this battle with more health. Oh, cool. Oh. I was going to say, cool, I still have the Dukes. Wow. That was devastating. Come on, slow down. Trumpet card. You know what? I'll allow it. We got a new enemy type here anyway. Harmony. Wait, how did you hit me? Get back here. Okay. Well, that sure worked out well. Just get into range. That's all I'm asking. Nope, not like that. That's just rude. There we go. Let's see. Oh, that's... It's a different LP. Isn't it? No, it's... I thought it was a different LP. It looks like a bigger chunk, like a 50% chunk and not like another third or whatever. Which means part of me is worrying that I somehow missed a piece. Hey, you say that, Kira, but check the tags. Smash these demon statues while I'm at it. Get like these wind gusts that are the thing. I don't know what the hell their deal is. But I managed to dodge right into one. So that's cool. Not a Let's Play until you upload it. Well, you know what? I will be uploading it. In fact, I'm going to upload it after I'm done here today. Just like I always do. See, like, they put Gates of Hell portal right here after you get a piece, which makes me feel like I missed a piece already.
You really want to make a deal with the devil? Relax. I'm just fucking with you.
I'm gonna look it up real quick. While I also examine the techniques I can buy. The heel stomp. It's the same as the shoulder check. Oh hey, afterburner kick. You know what? Let's see. Can I get this one too? Okay. A mid-air dash kick. Let's take a peek. While jumping, plus... Okay. So you can use that as another form of distance closing. The red hot kick from Beautiful Joe has made its return. Alright, let's see. I'm just messing around while I look at these things. Alright, what verse am I even up to? Okay. Let's see, so I want to look up a thing. I had chat hidden. Sad because Twitch basically ate the LP crowd almost entirely. Yeah, that kind of did happen. I mean, you do still have some people still making the Let's Plays rather than streaming. Like Chip Cheesem and Ironicus, whom I've mentioned before. Who I've mentioned earlier today, for that matter. Should have been like a fountain? And I think a big part of that is that, well, doing it like a proper Let's Play is, I feel like it's kind of a lot of work. I've never actually made one myself, but I mean, people have gotten so good at it and have kind of raised the standards that I feel like it would be like just a lot of work. I mean, you'd have to, I mean, there's editing, for example, which I barely know how to do. When I upload my streams to YouTube, I do not edit them at all. I don't listen back to them or anything. They just go up completely as is. And then you want to be like prepared for what you're actually going to do. You know, have plans in mind. Sometimes you want to have notes for like, oh, right, wants me to do a thing. Wants me to do like a heavy drop on these things, but I'm going to smash these pots first. I mean, when you look at, well, Chip Cheesem, what he's doing with Metal Gear Solid 5, he's got 3 concurrent playthroughs going on in completely different styles. So he's got to play through the game, you know, so many times and just go through everything so many times. He does so many takes just to try to get something to appear in the videos. And it's like, you could do that, or you could just turn the game on, connect to the internet, and then just play in front of an audience. The Wonderful 101 LP and the Metal Gear Rising one. Gosh, I haven't watched those since they first came up. I should watch them again. But the point is, yeah, you can get the same amount of like engagement, and you know, just have more fun with basically considerably less effort. So it makes a lot of sense for people to have generally moved on from making Let's Plays to just streaming games. And honestly, it's that lower barrier, I would say, that actually got me to start streaming. Is I realized, hey, it really doesn't take too much to get started, as long as you have, you know, software which you can get for free and a halfway decent computer. You can. Oh, geez. I mean, you can stream just simple little games, or you know, like an emulator, like I did. I started with an emulated version of Skies of Arcadia. So that's the other reason that Twitch has managed to eat up the Let's Play community, I would say. Hello, It's Danny's Lost Planet 2 LP was also really good. She's made a lot of good LPs, I would say. Another one of my favorite LPs by her was Mercenaries 2. That was a lot of fun. Because that game is just completely ridiculous. Tugboat. I vaguely remember Tugboat. I remember Tugboat being a thing. I'm gonna have to... I'll probably have to watch it again to remember exactly what Tugboat properly is. Okay. So here we go again. I'm at considerably low health, but I'm going to try my best. Also, remember when Mercenaries 2 had DLC where you could play as Obama or Sarah Palin? Also, chainsaw out of nowhere, don't worry about it. Was it Clinton? I'm pretty sure it was Palin. Because, you know, it's mercenaries too, you know, both sides. Probably not the best idea to put McCain. There's death number 3 in this level. But if it was Clinton, then I agree. That probably does make it far, far worse. Alright, so let's try this climb again with more health. And I guess for a little context for anyone who's not familiar with the game, Mercenaries 2, it is a game where you play as a mercenary in... Where is it? Somewhere in South America, right? I forget which country. But, you know, you can just... There are different factions... Excuse me. There are different factions, and you can decide which one you're going to fight for, because, again, you're a mercenary. So... Yeah. Honestly, the world would be better off forgetting that Sarah Palin ever existed. Venezuela, thank you. Alright. Take that, nerds. See, that went a lot better that time. But, you know, you could fight on behalf of, like, major corporations or, you know, local freedom fighters or the dictator government or, you know, just whoever. You're very fortunate. No one should know who Sarah Palin is anymore. She really should be forgotten to the annals of history. What's this lever do? Oh, it opens a gateway. Oh, I see. Right, I remember now. It's because... that's one of those doors that reforms way too fast. So if only there was some way to... Ooh. If only there was some way to activate Witch Time without any enemies around. Well, no, now there are enemies, but I can't get back. Stop that. Alright, well, that went easier that time for mysterious reasons. Although I still haven't found that other piece, I'm going to double check what it says here. Large found on the left side. Verse 7, and that was just verse 9 what I did, so I don't know what the hell's going on. But then again, this would be the walkway. Of course I'm going to go down, because GamerSense tells me there's treasure here. Treasure means a secret mission, which, again, I found it, so I'll give it a shot. Because there might be a prize. I might get another moon pearl out of it, or another piece of heart. Limited kicks and punches. Okay. Oh, no. This is not good. On the plus side, I can just do this. Alright. You know what? That wasn't so bad. All I needed was 6 swings. Because charge attacks don't count. Lowest ranking for combo score, but you know what? If you're gonna give me this kind of bullshit challenge game, well, fuck you, I'm gonna cheese it anyway. Alright. Oh yeah, sometimes there's wind and it will try to blow you off. Of course. Gotta be very careful about my phrasing there. And, cool, I couldn't see the, enemies because of the foliage in the way. That's, very fair. And just what I want out of my video games. Okay, cool. I'm pretty sure I said this last time, but I will say it again here, that there are times when the game is unkind, shall we say. And that is something that Kamiya acknowledged in his commentary when he did his own Let's Play. Anyway, oh wait, not yet. I was thinking it was almost time to run into the girlfriend again, but I think that might be either the end of this level or the beginning of the next level. Whoa, take it easy there, buddy. Wait a second. I'm calling shenanigans here. Because I clearly dodged an attack and then managed to get hit by, you pardon the pun, the tail end of the attack. That's just rude. Like, it even gave me the slowdown acknowledging that I dodged. Stop that. What the heck? Where'd you go? Alright. Alright, take this. You know what they say, the early bird gets the worm. Alright, so I should be able to move on. Come here, bird. Oh, alright. And I can turn in the LP. And get one of my favorite weapons, I'm pretty sure.
Another LP? Working me to the bone. But no need to pity me. I was bored anyways. Let me go whip some things into shape for you.
I'm just double checking here, and yeah. Alright. That's exactly what I was hoping it would be.
This took a bit of pound into shape, but the workmanship's solid. Now, go put this thing to good use.
Durga, these are fire and lightning claws, and getting a second set is way too expensive, so guess that's not happening. Oh, but I could also get the thing. Sorry, I'm gonna pop back in because there is an Umbran Elegance accessory to go with it. Alright, sorry, just gonna skip that. Alright, so we're gonna check that out. Skip that too. Alright, so what's so special about the Durga? We'll use that in place of the whip, because I'm just not feeling it. And then I want to put that on. Camera angle is bad for this. So, they're claw weapons. The cool thing about them is that if you spin the stick and attack, you can change them from fire to lightning. And the lightning version is considerably faster. If you hold the attack button, you can charge them up. In lightning form, they give you a burst. And then in fire form, they leave like a floating mine that will just also do a ton of damage. They are really cool. They are probably my favorite weapons to use on a regular basis. And then the Wicked Weaves also take on the element as well, so they're fire punches and stabs, whatnot. Let's see. It's hard to tell, but when you have the claws equipped on your hands, Bayonetta also gets cat ears in the same element. So it doesn't look that great now, but those are supposed to be flaming cat ears. Switch it to lightning, and now they're lightning cat ears. Oh, and then actually what we'll do, just for fun, we'll add that to the other set. And when they're on her feet, she gets a tail of the element, the same element that they are. Let's play with this weapon set for now. Oh, that's just weird. Did I pick up enough concoction components? I did. Well, Tia, the thing about this game is that there's never just one of an enemy. There are always plenty of them. Alright. So I did just kill this thing, and now the replacement is here. Come on. Get... There we go. Ooh. You know what? I don't care if it's just going to be regular old bullets that finish it off. I'm literally down to my last hit. I guess that is one bit of convenience that the game offers you, is that a little bit of effort, huh? Is that as long as you have at least a little bit of health, one attack won't finish you off. Anyway, here's this guy. I don't know his name yet, but I do know is I've gotta get a move on. Anyway, guess who's here?
The only ones meddling are your hapless minions. This will be taken care of in the manner I see fit. Your assistance is not required. I suppose coming here has given you a second wind. Feeling better, Bayonetta?
Who are you?
Get it? Second
And
wind.
don't you dare say my long-lost sister.
Sister, you've quite the active imagination. You and I once fought for the jewel upon the crown of the Umbra throne. And now that you've returned, my sleeping beauty, it is time to finish that.
Alright, I don't know why the auto mod blocked that one. But actually, I suspect I know why auto mod blocked Temin Nigru.
No time for daydreaming.
Yeah. But of course I'm going to allow it, because I always appreciate any good reference to Devil May Cry 3. Anyway, here's some more awesome Bayonetta-style fight choreography. Just do handstands and kick and shoot at each other all the time. Maybe this isn't actually a fight?
These cretins fouled it all up again. But perhaps this can be to my advantage.
Or maybe it is. Yeah, okay. So as long as I take a single hit, I am dead. So, in the interest of testing my own abilities, I'm going to see how far I can get. And there we go. 5 deaths. That's the most the game will keep track. So if I take any more deaths after this, the game is going to be like, hey, come on. I gotta do this sequence again. Alright, it's weird that it gave me the, like, the Switch controller, like, the whole thingamajig prompt. Alright. Alright, finally I can get back to the fight. Sorry to skip out on the battle dancing, but, you know. Oh. I can't believe Jean is using her own wicked weaves against me. That's not the one. That's what I meant to do. What I would like to do... Oh. I guess I'm technically moving all over the place, so, the mines left by Fire Durga's charge attack. Oh, hold on. Got a button mash. Whew. Oh, that was a bad hit. I mean, none of these hits are good, strictly speaking. It's just that every time it slows down because it puts me into low health, I really feel it.
What's the matter, sweetie? Afraid of something, are you?
Afraid? Me?
This is a waste of my time. You're still not ready.
Alright, I'm finally getting the moves. So seeing Jean turn into animals has reminded Bayonetta that she too can turn into animals. So this is Beast Within. You just double tap the dodge and then you can run around faster. I think you have to buy the other two.
Oh my. That was bloody amazing.
Very nice. Yeah, for Persona powers. Good way to look at it. God. There's... yeah.
What a day!
What a day indeed. Alright. A stone award. That's fair.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's what you've been waiting for. Angel attack!
The one ability I want to get for sure, though, is, it's called The Bat Within, and that is, really good, and I think a lot of my dodge timing is kind of tuned to that, instead of just regular timing. What Bat Within does is it lets you dodge at, like, the very last instant. I don't know how well anyone has been able to see it, just because this game does kind of move at a fast pace. But every time Bayonetta takes damage, there's a rose that appears. And if you dodge at the same time the rose is supposed to appear, and you have the Bat Within ability, you get like the maximum witch time that you can get. You don't actually take damage. Things like that. So, you know, it's the highest, the most extreme form of the risk-reward thing that dodging has in this game. And me, being the tryhard that I am, I like to go for that one a lot. So I'll pop into the shop, see if I can buy it.
Hey, check this out. What are you buying? Heard that in a game once.
I get it. That, of course, is a reference to Resident Evil 4, directed by Shinji Mikami, who, remember, is one of the key founding members of Platinum Games. So even though Kamiya didn't work on that one, he, you know, still made the reference to it. So here it is. Take damage, or you just negate damage, and we'll try it out. Now again, the trick is that you have to actually get hit. And that's why it's so tricky to use. But there it was. You see the rose that appears as soon as you take a hit. So if you can time your dodge at that same instant, which I'm not doing. Nope. I guess I was wrong when I said I was tuned to Bat Within dodging. But like that. Okay. So the idea is you just turn into a bunch of bats. You don't actually take the damage. You go into witch time. Let me see if I can get it one more time. It could also be that in the second game the timing might be more generous. Alright. Maybe that's what it is. Either way, I'm still gonna buy it. Throw Within just kind of lets you hover around. I'll show it off. Even if I could afford it right now, I wouldn't make much use of it. And I think if you use it, does it consume magic? No. You get attacks that might use magic. Alright. Anyway, let's see here. Alright, so now she's got a panther fursona and a bat fursona. No crows yet. Maybe later. Gates of Paradise. So, let's see. It has been a couple of hours. But, you know, I'm still feeling pretty good. So, what if I do one more level? How does that sound, everyone? 'Cause I think it sounds good. And, I am also going to change back to the Samus costume. Because this is my playthrough and I get to do what I want. And maybe I'll be able to play with the visor in cutscenes. I don't remember how many cutscenes there are in this level, but let's see. Of course, there's something right behind you at the start. It's a video game. Ah. Another record piece. I think I still have the page up. I'm going to take a look at what that could be. Oh yeah, now that I have Panther form. The birds are going to fly away much faster. I'll give it one more try. There we go. Third time's the charm. Alright, so these are ruins, but, okay, that guy does have a gun, so it must be a security guard of some kind. I was gonna say these are ruins, but there are dudes just walking around. That's probably about how there's so much security. I guess it's true too, but that ruins can be accessible to the masses. You'll have to forgive me, I don't know anything about going outside to where people used to live but now do not. Come on. All right. I wonder what I'm supposed to do. Could it be that I have to run across all three of these switches at incredibly high speeds? What do you know? Mystery solved. You know what? Bayonetta's got to have some really sharp eyes to be able to see a very transparent vision of the little girl from that far away. I guess those glasses help. By the way, did I point out that every character in this game has glasses? Because, by the way, every character in this game has glasses. Oh my god, how did I not notice before, point out before, that when Samus shoots, or, when Bayonetta shoots the power beam into Samus' costume, she does the same pose as Samus shooting in the air in Super Metroid. Hey, there's some bat within timing for me right there. And the counter, which looks like punching this thing in the face. Now that's a move. Get down here. Down here, nerd. Alright. Good for the bird demon. Getting fed plenty of times. Is there a secret down here? There might be, and I could be just skipping it, and... I don't really see anything that looks like it could lead to a secret anyway, so it's probably fine. Oh, I forgot about doing the kick version of the stinger. Well, time for the spike halls, I guess. Luckily, they follow a pattern that's pretty easy to figure out. Alright. And got some more angel nerds. I don't feel like dealing with the big one. See, combo aside, I'm not terrible at this game. Notes on the top of the magic. Alright, so now we're fighting with grace and glory with the with elemental weapons this time. And we're making it awfully hard. I'm pretty sure if you attack them with the opposite element, you'll do more damage. So we'll try that. Oh, never mind. Now if I'm... Okay, that's really good. Even on the continue screen, you can flip the visor up and down. You truly can do it whenever you want. To look at that though, like a full, like maxed out hit combo. Ugh. Lost my train of thought because taking damage. But a 3-hit fully charged combo with the opposite element just took out the lightning boy really fast. Alright, got some health out of it. That's good. God, you can even see her through the wind and rain. One fun thing you can do with the projectiles, I guess I haven't actually stated so outright. Goodbye, nerds. If you're in Witch Time, maybe even if you're not in Witch Time, oh, there are more of you. Hey, rude. But you can return projectiles. Alright. I'll teach you to get in my way. So let's do what the game wants me to do, which is get a running start and double jump. Silver medal, it's fine.
What are you boys doing in here? Are you hiding something from me? Come on.
Remember, the fun of the visor is being able to flip it up and down at just the right moments.
You've been cheating on me, haven't you? Someone else caught your eye? Oh dear.
I can't say I'm always the best at getting the timing right,
Something
but
tells
I
me
do
I'm
try.
going to regret this.
My sweet, lovely child. She is the key to your future.
Alright. So unfortunately, we're gonna get an escort battle.
I'm not normally one to play savior, but I suppose I can make an exception and kill all of you. Just this once, of course.
Well, I call it an escort battle, but the idea is that the angels here will eventually try to go after the little girl who's protected in that barrier. And obviously I don't want the barrier to get destroyed. One piece of generosity, though, if you can call it that, is that even if the barrier does take damage, that doesn't count against you in any way. Meaning, if you're going for the pure platinums, you don't need to have... you don't need to protect the barrier completely as well. See, there it is, taking a bit of damage. Anyway, oh, no. Who else wants some? You. Want your weapon.
And let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring's like.
Mommy!
Was I just singing?
Mommy!
Anyway,
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow down, little one. I am not your mother.
But, Mommy...
Will you quit calling me Mummy? If there's two things I hate in this world, it's cockroaches and crying babies. Well, a crying baby cockroach would be truly terrible. So don't you dare cry.
yeah, that's how kids work. You just pick them up like cats.
Fine. You've got to be a strong little one to survive in a place like this.
Also, I think it is
What's
just
your name, anyway?
hilarious
Teresa.
that Ceresa here just
Teresa.
barely comes up to Bayonetta's
You're
knee.
not from Vigrid, are you, little one? Where are you from?
I'm from my house.
Well now, I'll hazard a guess this isn't your home. So what on earth are you doing here?
What a perfect little kid
Daddy
answer.
told me to come here.
And whereabouts is this daddy of yours?
He was at work, but now I don't know where he's gone. I want to go home.
I can't just drag you along wherever I go, little one. So you better not be getting attached to me.
Yes, Mommy?
Come now, little one. I'll help you out of here, but that's all. And you have to promise there'll be no crying. A single tear and you'll be crying alone. Got it?
Okay, Mommy.
But yeah, that's definitely not a baby version of Bayonetta with the exact same hair ribbons. But to be fair, Bayonetta doesn't remember. Seriously, look at how tiny she is. It's adorable. Where the hell am I going? Alright, Well, why don't we just leave it at, there are definitely some similar motifs going on. Glasses, the hair. Well, everyone has glasses, so don't worry about it. And, oh, yeah. So in this section, I can't actually deal damage to them because I'm not in Purgatorio. But, it's fine. But I can use environmental attacks. The other nice thing about these escort battle things is that you don't actually have to worry about Ceresa keeping up with you. She does a really good job of that on her own, and even if you get super far away, she'll just get warped to you instantly. So don't worry about it, it is fine. Hey. There's some... No! Ah! There's a health pickup there, and I desperately need one. Oh. Damn it. Okay. And I missed the bird. Can I get the health pickup out of here? No, I get a magic pickup. Not what I needed. How about here? Oh. Unkind. So here we are in the
Hey!
heavenly version of this place.
This is probably how you got lost to begin with.
Alright, so who's ready to take another death?
Don't worry, it's always scary the first time you see them. So, where was I? Oh, yes. Your kind invitation. I do hope you've prepared dessert as well.
Now, you gotta figure this has gotta be extremely traumatizing. Right? I mean...
Oh, what a lovely tea party. And
especially
don't
all the
think
gunshots going off right next to her head. Like,
what
jeez.
I've learned.
And there we go. Alright, oh. Going all the way back here? Yeah, that was not lost on me. Alright, sorry, but we're skipping that again. Alright, come on. Just give me some witch time. Give me, like, more witch time than that, though. Alright. And... whoop. Just go with the big old torture attack. Whoops. Let's see. I'm trying to remember what the taunt button is. Is there even a taunt button? I probably need an accessory to taunt. That's what it is. Anyway, I guess I'm dodging fireballs for reasons. And here's Biggie. Hey, leave my shield alone. The beloved has been charmed. Guess we're gonna have to do something about that. Also, who hides a giant axe in the ground like that? I see camera angles are going to be a bit of a thing. L is taunt. I tried L, but it didn't work. Maybe I'll try it again when there are enemies around that are not big ones like this fellow right here. Alright. Cereza is safe. The big guy is Dragon Chow. Get a little bit of heartbreak. Well, kidnapping is wrong. You'll get no sympathy from me, beloved. Hey, wait a second. Oh, that means... I know what this means. It's time for another really good cutscene. I mean, this game is full of really good cutscenes, but this is another one. What? I'm really good at dodging lasers, as you can see. You can't always just dodge right through them, I guess. But this is fine. It is an extremely good cutscene. Talk about your intensifying vogues. It's so good. Oh. And of course I got hit right out of the cutscene, so that's cool. And now the next hit will finish me off, so that's very cool. Do I have... No, I can't even craft a healing item. And there's the one hit! It's a tiny little bullet. Oh. Alright, if it lets me, I'm going to see if the visors... Damn it. I wanted to see if flipping the visors down would affect both of them or just player Bayonetta. But, oh well. Anyway, now the angel has revealed her true form. And, yeah. And, well, talk about your horny on main. And, especially with what's happening here. I mean, look, there's no hiding it. I mean, there wasn't any hiding it before, but... Anyway... Is that going to be the last one I need? The weapon here? Wait a second. I feel like I might have forgotten one of them already. Rarities and Jellykins. Alright, I'm just consulting the list to see... Yeah, oops, I missed one. Okay. Well, you know what? It looks like the next one is... Le Petit leading to a regular... that's a really good one. That's like a really good one. Oh, hey. Hidden treasure chest right behind the portal. Extra health for me. Extra health for me. Hell yeah. Anything hiding over here? No? Alright. Okay, so I guess that means we're at the end of this level. Also, there's Luca again.
Mummy? You're a mom? You?
Come now, Cheshire. Look at me. Do I look like I have any interest in children? Now making them, well, that's another story.
Whoa, whoa! You're getting the wrong idea. I mean, it might be the right idea, but not right now, right?
Settle down,
Yeah,
Luca.
Speaking of right, I'm glad I've been standing around waiting for you, because I knew we'd cross paths. See, the only way to reach the upper crust and their gated island of champagne wishes and caviar dreams is over Prominence Bridge.
Oh, yes. The island. Lovely place, isn't it? Oh, now what?
Don't play games with me. You've worked your magic on this poor defenseless child, haven't you? You're a sad, sick woman. You know that? I was her age when you killed my father.
Oh,
Wait,
back to that again.
you couldn't. Oh my god, you did, didn't you? You killed her parents!
Seriously, Luca, just settle down.
She's better off with you. You two are more hassle than you're worth.
What?
Just keep a good eye on her, or you're going to catch hell for it. No good deed goes unpunished, and you never know when a monster may sneak up.
Mummy, look out!
There goes Luca with his trusty grappling hook. Alright, now, I think... Great. Yeah, another Stone Award. Guess we're seeing more of Enzo than, I first thought. But I think the next level is a boss. So... Well, first I guess I gotta go through this. Shit. Ah, well, 65 ain't bad. Alright, so if the next level is the boss level, then what I think I'm going to do is I am going to replay the beginning of this last level that I just did. Because that is where I'm going to find the last piece for the next weapon that I can unlock. And then we'll do the boss. Cardinal Virtue of Temperance. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. Please bear with me. I'm just going to take a look at this again, because it says here... Jeez. Right where you fight the two giant worm monsters. Bayonetta. No, in Splatoon 2, when they had their whatchamacallits, their Splatfest, and you could choose whether your favorite condiment was ketchup or mayonnaise. There were a lot of people playing for Team Mayonnaise with the name Bayonetta. Like, a lot of people. Alright. Take that, shield guy. There we go. Alright. So, I think I just gotta open this area. And when I fight the, after I fight these things, I'm gonna skip that. I might not even have to fight them, but apparently, yeah, these rocks here can actually break them apart. There's the last piece that I need. Alright. So I think I can go... Yeah. Go back to the chapter menu. Gonna pop into the Gates of Hell. And I should be able to collect the weapon before fighting this boss.
Another LP? Working me to the bone. But no need to pity me. I was bored anyways. Let me
This one's
whip
another
some things into shape for you.
unique one.
Made me break a sweat. I gotta give it to my tropical friends. They sure are fun to play around with. So much fun, I brought back a special playmate.
Oh yeah, we got some ice skates. And I could get this elegance. Change you into a costume that is perfect for Odette. I think it gives you like a tutu or something. For figure skating. But I'm gonna save my money. Maybe I can buy some actually useful things. But I'm gonna change that to the costume again. I'm doing this all on a whim, so you know, this is what you get when you watch me play. Doing chapter select, so here we go.
Still
was this guy's name? Yeah. Temperantia, or just Temperance.
I feel like a fucking celebrity in this town. See that? Everyone rushes at me like crazed fans. They still haven't figured out that I don't give autographs.
I think this nerd actually thought Bayonetta got crushed by that bus. Or trolley car? I don't know. Yeah, he was talking to Jean when just before we fought her.
Talkative types. How about we have a little fun instead? You did plan on having fun with me, right?
He said something about
Plenty of time for
meddling, and John's like, "You're the meddlesome one around here." Alright, so real quick, let's, how do I want to do this? Odette, our ice skates, which can only be used on the feats. Blah, 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 backstory. We'll put them with the swords. We'll just have the blade load out. The fun thing about it is that, you know, when you run around, you're not running, you're skating. Man, that's a lot of jumping I had to do. I think in those sections you can actually, you're supposed to like control where you jump. The fact that I didn't is entirely on me. But let's see, the goal right now is to take out these shining orb things. Oops. I should have jumped away. Had a lot of fun using the hammer and the whip, especially on one particular outbound, we say. In Bayonetta 2. Well, I can't say I remember off the top of my head which one that would be, but sure, that sounds like a fun combination of weapons. Alright, so I don't think I did all of the Alpines in Bayonetta 2. Alright, so that's one arm down. I don't think you can get me with your silly eye lasers. Temperance. Okay, not quite sure what I was supposed to do there, but, alright, so let's just zoom right along. the tricky thing about this part is that you get hit from attacks that you can't really see. So I don't know what exactly got me there. It was probably like another one of those wind things. I assumed it was one of those blue spikes that would have gotten me, but I was clearly mistaken. Anyway. As you can see, the gimmick here is to, again, go to these orbs and still don't have the compounds to make any healing items, so this might take a second try. And I guess what I really got hit by was these things can just discharge energy and wormy head. I do not like that. This is going to be real awkward. Now let's see. Alright. We'll give it another try. Oh, on the plus side, it seems that you do get checkpointed. So, well, that means I get to be more aggressive, so let's just say that I used death to save time. Alright, so that should finish him off. Oh yeah. Beat the shit out of this nerd. Hey, now that he's lost his stone mask, I'd say his face looks awfully suspiciously familiar with the random enemies from Beautiful Joe.
Order. Well, let me give you back your toy then.
They do look really gross underneath all their gear. But yes, this is a particularly hilarious cutscene. I love that every single time. And also that poor dog thing.
Bugger. And I didn't make any time for pillow talk.
Every single time. I love it. All right. Well, I feel like that was a good note to end on. All right, I got plenty of money. All right, I got to do angel attack. But you know, I think I'm going to call it there for today. Because this has been 3 hours, and you know that's overtime for me. A nerd trophy. You're not wrong, Tia. So yeah, let me see. Let me think. I might. I still haven't decided yet. I do have the day off tomorrow, so I could just play again tomorrow. I've also got a rare quirk in my schedule where I have Saturday night off. So I kind of also want to stream Saturday night. I'm not sure. I'm still undecided. I might even do both. So, what I will say is that since I see, well, Streamlabs is reporting 7 whole viewers at this moment, which is like 3 times what I normally have, give or take. I would like to invite you to follow me here on twitch.tv. Since I assume that many of the viewers are people who don't normally watch, the thing is my schedule is always changing from week to week, so the best way to find out when I'm streaming again is, well, to follow me right here on Twitch. I've also got a link down below to my Twitter accounts. What I try to do is pin my streaming plans as soon as I form them, so you can always just check that out at your convenience. You know, to try to get an idea of when I'm going to stream again. And then I also have a link to a YouTube channel where all I do is I just upload my streams after I'm done with them. So you can check those out where they'll stay up forever, where Twitch won't delete them after 2 weeks. So you can check out anything you missed. You could go back and watch the other games I've played. You know, whatever. I'm not going to force you to do anything. I'm not the boss of you. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. It's always fun to have, you know, have people to talk to while playing the games. So yeah, that should do it today. That alert was a lot shorter than it should have been. I'm gonna have to fix that later. Thank you, though, Angry Nerdbird, for the follow. Yeah. Alright. That will do it for now. I'm gonna click off the recording so it's not awkward at YouTube.